Bug yok. Piç. Sayttan bari. Bitti kaldı. Annekası var. Anam. Böyle alaması gereği.
Ana sen olayın dedi.
Avtomat ver ben gel bırakma.
Ne? Avupa.
Yo oddi. Vay.
Ne? Namını aporan.
Satan insanlar değil mi?
Satalım ha?
AWP bu ya. Low. İşte orayı bitti. John you. Kötü geledi biraz. Kondayken ahırız. Tepe çıkarttı sana. Çıkmadı bir şey. Gitti mi değil mi?
Tanısız. Ben de pul köp.
Ha bir keti zor olmayaptı. Bolan nima qilasan endi o'ynasan. Flash itini verdi lekin. Midden daha vuruyorsa.
Under değil. Videosu geliyordu.
Hem var buldu yaklaşık.
Yani kendine yapacağız.
Onu sakrab turgan joyda o'ldiraveramiz ya mana. Uçup ketdi. Oh,
different settings or
okay.
compared to other mice. That's pretty important because what we're really trying to measure here is
Qo'ydasi yo'q, bir chiqaraveramiz seni.
Incendiary. Incendiary out.
What?
Grenade out. Smoke. Grenade out. Throwing flashbang.
Biz vardı.
Laying down smoke.
Bombi.
Laying down smoke. Throwing fire. Throwing smoke. Flashbang.
Oy. Lekin hani bitiyor mu öldürdüm az.
That's a piece of cake, so it is.
Cümleyi kaldı şu an. Fakat salatamı kaldım. Ya. Hoppa.
Are we rushing in? Or are we going sneaky beaky like? Throwing fire. Grenade out. Throwing flashbang. Smoke. Incendiary. Throwing flashbang. Grenade. Incendiary out.
Sen var, anam var.
Vay biç.
O vay. Kıldı.
Vay vay vay vay.
Nasıl anlamamışsın yani kale?
is how much of a
Ulvara qo'zaychi bu
latency
tam.
reduction there is by raising that actuation point, by minimizing the pre-travel. How much quicker is the input? So I've gone as bro science as possible for this one, literally just pressing my finger on the trigger like I normally would, pressing at a normal force and then measuring that time delay between the trigger starting to move and then a flash on the monitor. I've got a 720Hz monitor, 5090 setup, and a high-speed camera that costs the same as a decent car. I know with a
Güzellik
lot of
geliyor
latency
burası.
and peripheral
Evet. Vay.
Ben bomba.
Mi bombo!
Throw to the guy.
Yana bak. Hadi bir default.
Vay anam soldurdu biç. Vay.
Wow.
Yıkıramıyorum ben. Ularga qanaqa otish kerakligini o'rgatish kerakmi deyman.
Smoke.
Yeah.
Ranyolik hemen. Var ekan.
Qaysi biridir o'lib ketdi ana.
Bot ekan ben.
planted. Bomb has been planted. Terrorists win. We will dance on your grave.
Al bir yerden. Oy. Nasıl atmayı kullandı?
Ben de.
This is what we have been working for. Throw in smoke. Throw in the flashbang. Throw in fire.
Oy. İkinci smoke yan bir yerde.
I'm throwing fire. Flashbang. Throw in the flashbang.
Öldüm. Hiç.
Tane öyle ki.
I'm planting the bomb. Bomb has been planted. Terrorists win. Real man.
Sessizce.
Footmark. Smoke.
Abi.
Flashbang. Molotov. Grenade. Throw fire.
Öldüm yan bence.
I'm throwing a flashbang. Grenade out.
Oy! Ben o başa çıkıp Allah'ım ölüp gittim.
Throwing a flashbang.
Bilmezsen atıp koydum hani.
Terrorists win.
Neyse ağlıyoruz. Bilmezsen atıp koydum hani. Bitch.
Testing, the goal is to eliminate every variable except for the one that you're testing, but I personally think that there is still a lot of value in testing in a way that's
Let's go. Throw in smoke. Smoke. Smoke. I'm throwing a flashbang. Grenade out. Throwing fire.
Your connector. One connector, one short.
Grenade. Bomb has been planted. Flashbang.
Ya ben çok... Vay. Ciddi var ben.
Terrorists win.
This
I
is
better
that
go,
how
man.
things are being used. And we do see some pretty interesting stuff.
Uyduramadım,
Level
gelesin.
1 looks like. As you can see, it actuates extremely early, and yeah, it does feel like that. After taking 40 samples, we get an average of just below 10 milliseconds, which is actually absurdly quick, considering that is the
Come on, let's go. Flashbang. Throw in the flashbang.
Vay vay vay. Tişört böyle.
I'm throwing fire. Throwing fire.
Ska vi göra?
Gittik ya hadi.
Olur. Yeter åt abi.
Grenade. Smoke.
Dot last.
Entire end-to-end latency chain plus the movement delay of the trigger. And then
the
deepest actuation setting that you can set the Super Strike to. The difference is night and day.
Connector.
In these tests, it's a 35 millisecond difference. This shows us just how much pre-travel actually contributes to real-world latency. And these aren't just numbers. Doing these tests, feeling the clicks, and seeing the flash on the monitor, level 1 feels like it's clicking telepathically, and level 10 feels like the mouse is broken. But how does this compare to a normal gaming mouse? Well, how about this is the endgame kit for level 1 8K, uses wide 8000 Hz connection, and it has a click latency of just 87 microseconds. That is virtually instant. And it's not even in the same playing field. In fact, Logitech's claim of being up to 30 milliseconds faster is actually...
Let's go.
Dude, this one got Korean.
Aklıma geliyor. Şu yani dur. Patmalısı vardı hiç. Ha piçli. One city, one ninja. Last city. Vay. Serious horlap diyeceğim.
Evet ya. Amşan. Şimdi diploma koos. Bitirdim işler. Naklams.
Geç hoşuma değil.
Hı?
Geç oynayalım geç.
Kaç var idi kaç? Hani. Ben kaçtım mı? Vardın.
Kartın aleti bazen. Tek farkı yok. Vay 93 bin ya.
Let's roll.
Muhammed Ali. Muhammed Ali. Beitosa.
Muy buenas noches, señoras y señores. Carlson, Oscarson,
Sony Ericsson.
Michael Jackson, Sir Alex Ferguson, Emma Watson, una aspiradora Dyson y Homero Simpson. En medio campo seguimos con Hugh Minson, Robert Pattinson, George Washington, Scarlett Johansson.
Let's move out.
De técnicos
Johansson. Korudum bunu.
And here's how the Poland national start. Robert Lewandowski, Jakub Błaszczykowski, Mariusz Pudzianowski, Michał Wazowski, Mario Halski,
Let's go.
Husky, Derek Polefański, Jetski, I'll have 2 shots of whiskey, something ski, Podolski, and Ted Kaczynski,
Laying down smoke.
Ski, Niski, and the manager, Ronaldo, Ski.
Aldo. Ski. Hey.
Vay عادة. Vay kim oldu ha?
Oh. olmaz. Haşı.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, salam alaikum. Today we have football match. Stay. Bomb has been planted. Leonel Patlıcan, Murat Ababa, Şiş Tavuk Junior, baklava seviyor, Menemen, Superman, Nusret,
Yedim Superman.
very strong team. Let's see what happened today.
Terrorists win.
Autobahn, Schnitzel, Beethoven, Oettinger, Haribo Goldbeeren, Bratwurst, Albert Einstein, Maus, Pfandstation, Volkswagen Passat.
Passa.
La formación de Sudáfrica. Shabalala, Waka Waka.
Come on, chop chop.
Nelson Mandela, Rafiki, Mufasa,
Bu pası. Yaxşı.
Vehicle bo'lishdi. Rakitic.
Voy, ikkalasini ham joni yo'q.
Terrorists win.
Sırtlarına yaptıklar gene. Bravo, ki. Müzik aynısını tamam. Anak müzik yok şimdi ben.
Move it, move it.
Hello.
Güzel müzik yok şimdi.
Throwing smoke. Laying down smoke.
Var mı Ahmet?
Bir otoman diyor.
Var.
Sende var.
Orkan'dan hem geldi. Mid 30 var.
Bomb has been planted.
Oy Burcu cinnisi var o.
Side bro, side.
Smoke and defuse.
Smoke.
Ohay.
Hey, oh, yo. Nasıl avtomat beraman, dıcıgar, hey.
Müzik yapıyor uğrancı.
Gear up. We aren't going in a windy block here.
Kulpanik kızımsın.
Throwing smoke. Flashbang. Throwing flashbang.
Oo, değmedi. Bir kapı kapı gitti beni. Ne yapın? Canı öyle. Canı öyle.
Tamam.
Kellesi geri koyar, kelle. Ulan tamam sıkıntı ekan ha? Yettik ama.
Grenade.
Hadi ahırız.
Counter terrorists win. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Rakiti.
Rakitic.
Modric. Luka Doncic.
Avup oynamışsam
Verin. Ola ben kata ola.
oynur. Olmuşsa.
Go.
Oy tıkıp döşeni.
Smoke. Deploying flashbang.
B. Oy. Gitti bolası. Давай, simple moment.
Terrorists win.
Ne?
Luka Modric.
Not far off here at all, with a normal pressing force starting from the top.
What on? Smoke. Laying down smoke.
Abi ustara geliyor.
Grenade. Throwing fire. Grenade out.
Oluyor.
Oy piç. Giremezsin ovayı.
Top of the trigger. There's a 27 millisecond difference between them. That is huge. This test was also done with the OP1's switches in speed mode. This mouse uses what's called an SPDT switch, allowing it to activate at the start of the pole transition instead of the end. The latency improvement by doing this has
Deploying decoy. Throwing smoke.
Hemen şurayı tuttu.
Throwing a grenade. Deploying fire. Throwing flashbang. Deploying flashbang.
Gitti ya orası. Salon arkası gitti.
Diffusing.
Давай ben de ana kasaya koydum.
Terrorists win.
Tak ne var burada? Masarız gelmesi var bak burada. Ne?
Rahmet.
Let's make this Reyes rain. Throwing smoke. Throwing flashbang.
Vay. Ses gidiyor böyle. Boom bak. Ses drone da sizden böyle.
Incendiary out. Throwing fire.
Çıkardı çarptı çıkardı. Oldu lan.
Smoke. Throwing a grenade.
Ne sen ya?
Throwing fire.
Flashbang.
Laying down smoke.
اشتري غتدم.
Kötü güvensen.
Terrorists win.
Ne korkunak gibi bu.
Bomb has been planted.
Tekin düşmoqchiydim. Menga masaga.
Klasina kapusa.
For Queen Country, men. Throwing flashbang. Flashbang.
Ne var? Smoke arkasında hep de var. Hep izle, hep izle, hep izle. İşte, hiç geldi.
Ha, tamam.
Hep izle. Smoke geçidi. Hemen işte, mid dedi.
Bomb has been planted.
Ha yok oydu.
Ben kapıyı da. Arkada diye satır
Bak, bak.
arkada geçti. Oğlum, şu ne acaba?
Terrorists win.
It's been massively overblown recently for some reason. You save about 1 millisecond by turning this setting on. What about more conservative actuation settings like level 2 and 3? Well, those two are still very quick in this test. The actuation point is above what a regular mechanical switch.
Right, lads. We're on. Deploying flashbang.
Aykırı lekin ablik ada. Abikte yokuz.
Decoy.
Grenade.
Bitti ama.
Ana. Peki varsa gerek sarı varsın belki. Yellow go B.
Bomb has been planted.
Yalaqı gobi diyeyim ben.
Yellow go B diyor. Yellow.
I'm defusing the bomb.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
All right, all right.
ما شلي توتانو وشو قوي.
Ramiz.
Let's move out. Smoke.
Throwing fire.
Ey Ölmedi. Yani bitti bu arada bir şey oldu.
Tamam bitti.
Aylanıp gelene bir şey.
Vazgeçti ha.
Hı hı, ok gitti bir şey.
Grenade out. Defusing. There you go.
Ha.
Gear up. We're going in. Laying down smoke. Laying down smoke. Flashbang.
Bir şut yat. Dur, dur. Ey,
Ha bu arada.
Grenade out. Incendiary out.
Yuuu tarafta.
72 oldur ama
So
demek.
it
Şutu oktu
activates a lot
72
earlier.
kanak
In fact, even with the super strike at level 5, just slightly above a normal click, I was getting faster results than the OP1 8K. This shows us that the analog and firmware processing side of things seems to be pretty quick as well. So yeah, lower distance to travel, you can get a much earlier input. This mouse does exactly what it says it does.
Buz koyayım mı?
Throw in a flashbang.
But does any of this
โอ้ก็เอาพอนะครับไง
This is our fight. I'm planting the bomb. Bomb has been planted. Smoke!
Oy bitti.
Grenade!
Evet kente gidiyor.
Kaç kişi olmaz mı?
this actually make a difference when you're playing games? Well, something to think about is that when you're lining up a
We will make them regret this day. Cover this area. Flashbang!
Bazadan vurup koydum.
Flashbang!
Ha bırakma. Bazadan vurup koydum.
Throw in smoke!
Afrika Afrika.
Planting the bomb. Bomb has been planted. I'm throwing a grenade!
Afrika Afrika. Yama olurdum şu an. Vay. Yani doldur veremem ağlasın.
Evet. Hatta
Okşap
hatta hatta
Ama tutur oğyan ben de. Hani anlık gibisin, hangi gibisin. Nasıl koştu ben. Vakti var, time var. Yama olurdum lakin şu an.
I'm throwing a grenade! Throwing a flashbang! Smoke! Grenade out!
İçim.
Grenade!
İşler 100% alakası gibi.
Ya da şimdi ya Eflam ben.
Az AP'da sokup veremeyin de.
Stream koyma abi.
We must win. Smoke!
Hadi git sen Kemal.
I'm throwing a grenade!
Son.
single one tap in a game. You're waiting for someone to enter your crosshair. You're not sitting there with your finger like lifted off the trigger. I would argue that just slightly above and then click. I was getting faster results than the
Çolo
OG
var çünkü.
8K. This shows us that the firmware processing side of things seems to be pretty cool as well. Distance to travel. Input. This mouse does exactly what. Does any of this actually miss your crosshair? You're not sitting there with your finger like lifted off the trigger. I would argue that you're actually already primed and pre-tensed, naturally closing some of that pre-travel anyway on a regular mouse. As the enemy approaches the crosshair, you time that click perfectly. I mean, it's not like we're all out.
Forward! Smoke!
indicate missing our shots by 30 milliseconds or having to click 30 milliseconds early. If you use any mouse for more than a day, you can be pretty well calibrated and in tune with where that actuation point is. So for me, I can't say that I was hitting shots on this mouse that I wouldn't have already hit on a normal mouse. In fact, it was quite the opposite, especially at the start. You know, level 1, 2, and even setting 3 on the actuation, I was mistiming and misclicking my shots. I had to play with my index finger a lot more relaxed and passive.
We kill them all.
Even when anticipating the shot, that didn't feel great. The sweet spot for me on the Super Strike is honestly level 5. At that point, I could play confidently again, properly grip the mouse, not worry about misclicking, and it still felt a little bit shorter than a regular Switch, which was nice. I went back more than a few times trying those higher actuation settings, but I just couldn't make them work for the way that I want to grip a mouse. Everyone's experience will vary differently, you know, on this mouse. People use different grips, different clicking pressures, and so people will like it, people will be able to use different actuation settings and just find something that works for them. It's important to take personal experiences like mine with a grain of salt for that very reason. And, you know, I have my own preferences when it comes to gaming mice as well. I prefer the really lightweight stuff because tracking-based games is what I enjoy the most. With all of that in mind, I would still say that if you are a G Pro X enjoyer, if you have the first G Pro X or any of the Superlights, this is definitely an upgrade. Even with the actuation point set to level 4, with the haptics turned all the way down to like level 1, the clicks and the triggers here feel better than any Superlight that I've tried. But just remember, your clicks aren't literally going to be 30 milliseconds faster in the lobby. Whereas competent players can already hit one-taps and quick timing scenarios. I can't say this will change much for you other than giving you a shorter pre-travel switch and just a different feeling switch in general. Even if you can get an improved score in a reaction time test, there's basically no point in any game where an enemy will just suddenly appear in your crosshairs and you have to click and react as fast.
I throw the flashback.
ما يضل لك ندست.
Muy buenas noches, señoras y señores. Igurson.
Tenemos en la alineación de Corea del Sur. Ya tenemos en la portería la guardia triángulo. En la defensa BTS. Como Gangnam Style. Línea de medios. Jungkook. Internacional. Kevin. Samsung. Ikea. En la delantera Son Heung-min. Jugador 1. Tenemos Iba.
Let's roll. This is easy. We kill them, and then we go home.
Хорошо. Qani nima bo'lyapti?
It is time now, my brothers.
Voy, itti bollari.
As possible. Almost always there is plenty of lead time. I also think this is very different to an analog keyboard switch. With keyboard switches, there was so much room for improvement because the switch travel was so huge. The micro switches in mice, on the other hand, already have relatively short pre-travel. If we were coming from like a
Sen
full
oturmasan,
mouse
aşağı
switch, then I think
geçsin.
the benefit here would be absolutely
Ularniki bitti diye.
Nima ekan deyapti?
Guys, I tell you, we kill them all. Grenade out.
Tonel. Oğlum hareketlenmeyin diye bana.
Atamadım.
Yazmayın.
Landed. Bomb has been planted. Throwing smoke. Terrorists win. We're on a real plan.
Endi hardcore bo'ladi. Qarab turmang hozir. Lumni chiqaman.
Come on, let's go. Smoke. Let's throw the flashbang. Throw the flashbang.
Bitti.
Throw the flashbang.
Short.
I'm planted.
Ölmese diye biçem. Ölmeydi. Degan o'tdi bichli. Degan даже. Ne ölmeyapti. Galmagandan chiqib otyapti. Rost. Ha, chiqib otdi otyapman-da. Joni yo'q deb bilmayman-da. Yana chiqib otdi. Ne ölmeyapti deyman.
Go. I'm throwing fire. Grenade.
Oy, yomon qirvordi. Ben bu oyun oluşga girdim.
Hı?
Ben bu oyun oluşga girdim diyeyim. Oluşga. Polni.
Yani polis garajı tingapti men. Bosing adin. Yani long chiqib flash beraman. Qirvoradi.
Bayırdan götürüyorum diyeyim.
Throwing the flashbang. Flashbang. I'm throwing the flashbang. Grenade out. Throwing fire. Smoke. I'm throwing grenade.
Bitti sekte bak. Ularken bir şey yap.
The bomb.
Kökte var.
Yes, yes, yes.
Long gitti boran yine abi.
Ketdi longa. Longa.
We will make them regret this.
Long var bu muydu?
Throwing the flashbang. I'm throwing a grenade. Flashbang. Grenade out. Smoke.
Short şu an.
Kök yo'q.
Molotov.
Kök yo'q. Neta.
Short olur var.
We will dazzle your prey. I'm blessed.
G713 bizani klaviaturamiz. Mabodo kimdir bilmasa, bu klaviatura simple klaviaturasi. Korobkamiz ichida klaviaturani chiroyli ranglarda multimedia qurilmalar tanish bo'ladi va o'yin payti kerak emas. Ishlatmaydigan o'chirib qo'ysanglar bo'ladi. Не повторимый дизайнlar отличаться qiladi. Negaki buni kichik faktor. Bu klaviaturaning eng katta plyusi даже simple klaviaturada faqat o'ynaydi.
Va o'lmadi.
Ochilgan vaqtda beraman.
One long.
Dizaynlar отличаться qiladi. Negaki buni kichik повтор qilmaydi. Bu klaviaturaning eng katta plyusi dizayn simple. Shu klaviatura faqat o'ynaydi. Provodnoy rejimda faqat ishlaydigan. Davu. Ochilgani shu narxda beraman, o'zi shu narxda.
Biz ikki qatlarni ham tinch qo'ymaymiz.
Is able to sense how far you're pressing down the trigger.
Grenade. Flashbang. Smoke. Grenade out.
Oy. Dedi var, iz vardı şu an. Oyun açılıp gitti şu olanı falan. Ve asıl kolunu.
from that, it's able to generate an analog signal, similar to what we now have on keyboards. And just like
Let's go, let's go.
One mid.
Throwing a grenade.
Suicide.
I'm throwing a flashbang. I'm throwing fire. Grenade.
Go I, go I, go I. Go I.
Grenade out. Throwing fire.
Öldürme bir de seni.
I'm planted. Terrorists win. Don't cry like babies, people.
Like this, for the first time ever on a gaming mouse, you can adjust the actuation point. So here you have 10 different levels. Level 1 being the most sensitive, and level 10 right at the bottom. It's not the
Don't you
exact
dare say that I want everything to fall apart when it's hard.
Now is the time. Throwing a flashbang. I'm throwing a flashbang. Grenade. Molotov. I'm throwing a grenade.
Vay, çok kıvara kanka.
Grenade.
There is something. Don't you dare say that.
Throwing bomb.
Maybe side.
Activating the bomb. I'm throwing bomb has been planted.
Short.
Videoda 1949-yilda Nyu-Yorkning qonunining eng yaqqol misollaridan biri ko'rsatilgan. Bu vaziyat ko'pchilikka tanish. Siz tezroq harakatlanayotgandek ko'ringan navbatni yoki yo'lni tanlaysiz.
Tunnelga otdim, ishla.
Boshqa navbat
Bugün kırıp da bugün de aldın ya.
Bugün kirib oldim. Ağzıma bugün kirib olaman. Endi hazırlashaman de.
Grenade out.
İşle.
Grenade out.
tezroq yura boshlagan ma'lum bo'ladi.
Bitch. Ronaldo 9 oynab ko'raychi. Neyini? 16.9 nimadir o'zgarar ekan?
Hadi seni.
Forward.
Mid mid. Ya to'xtat, 16 ga o'qlab qo'ying. Ölmeden attı bir şey.
Is able to sense how far you're pressing down the trigger. And for
Ekran g'alati bo'lib qoldi lekin bro.
They did it! They finally released the Super Light Mini.
Give it to the
Took them
boys.
some time, like 4 years or so.
G'alati bo'lar ekan bro.
Insides
G'alati bo'lar
Shell
ekan.
feels pretty strong for a mouse that already has
100 pin vereyim yakka.
Move. Deploying decoy.
Short short. Oy.
has a skeleton for it. And this wall seems like a solid piece of plastic. Look at the thickness of it. Yeah, almost 2 millimeters. They did really beef it up. But the regular wall thickness is 0.9 millimeter.
Go, go, go. Throwing fire. Flashbang. Throwing fire. Grenade out. Grenade out.
Side buttons are
Throwing a grenade.
Hatta
1
bo'lar.
microgram. Main buttons are 5.7. And base plate without the on-off switch and the power play 6.4. Quite decent. Here's a better look at the skeleton. They have come a long way since the first days of Superlight. Let me try to find a skeleton from the Superlight one. Here's the somewhat a modified skeleton of the Superlight one. There's just a broken piece in here, but that's how it used to look like before. And that's how it looks like now. Look at this. Yeah, we have come a long way since the first Superlight.
Come on, chop, chop. Fury out. Grenade. Grenade out.
Why?
And the switch PCB looks almost similar to Superlight 2. I'm gonna check if they're interchangeable or not. Yep, wheel is the same.
Hello.
It's at 2 grams. And the switches are 3.5 grams. And now is the part where I struggle to remove the ribbon cable. Because Logitech adhesives, they're so strong. Huh?
Zor oynarsın.
Come on. Here's the ribbon cable. Seems pretty identical to the first one.
One more low.
Interchangeable parts? Question mark? And the skeleton itself.
Wow.
5.3 grams. Yeah, it's pretty much already pre-modded, so you don't really have to do much about it. And if you would like to have a non-destructible modification, you can just remove
81 yeni gelmemiş ya.
and maybe the on-off switch, and it's gonna be more than 5 grams removed already. On the second weigh in, it's at 4.7, but you get the.
They're gonna wish they were never born. Throwing smoke. Grenade. Incendiary out. Throwing flashbang.
The point.
Laying down smoke.
Hemen ortada bile pası
From
tutmuyor.
the main buttons, I think that should be it. And after all of this, the skeleton's gonna weigh plastic sticking out.
Buraya çok diggle için koşuşlayayım diyeyim
Oh
ben.
yeah, the clip.
Let's go. Throwing a grenade. Grenade out. Grenade out. Decoys out.
Tamam yanım. Short.
But for now, you can have a closer look.
Kamera 35 shot. Çok yemedi Torguç, hani Torguç.
And the sound check.
Torguç.
Come on, chop chop.
Yani hemen açayım. Gol. Armağan.
Grenade out.
Short'tan.
Grenade. Flashbang.
Yeah, that's about it. 40 grams feels light enough for a full-size mouse. Not as light as my Crazy Light, but with a far superior battery life. And the weight balance
Galush
came out
very-
pretty decent.
Lol.
Decoy.
Çok güzel. Long flash.
Give them a
Ma azgina qornum açıp bitti. Ana oynap dur, kelermi? Apple'ga sayfa şu.
Evet.
Az keler.
Take a close look at Dong's mouse grip. You can barely see people play like him, even among the pro.
counter-terrorists win. We're in the clear, lads. Remember, this is bandit country. Shoot everything that moves.
Why can he aim so good with that strange grip? I practice every day with the same mouse like him. I realize why I aim not even close to him. In order to find the answer, I plugged in my EC2A, which I used 8 years ago when my aim was at my best. Surprisingly, I noticed a difference. With the EC2A, my flicks were perfectly horizontal. The crosshair stay at head level easily, but with the same grips on the G Pro Super Light, I couldn't do the same. When I flick left and right, my crosshair will go lower on the left and higher on the right. To fix it, I have to rotate the mouse a little bit, or use the donk grip, which felt very uncomfortable for me. The question comes to mind, why did a modern mouse be worse than an old classic? After some research, the real reason is sensor angle will change if you use the same grip on a different mouse. Take a look at the sensor. With Donk's grip or the EC2A, the sensor is aligned with my arm. So when I move my arms, the sensor knows exactly where I'm going. But with my normal grip, the sensor isn't aligned with my arm. The computer thinks that I'm moving diagonally. I have to keep adjusting the crosshair position. No wonder it's harder to keep my crosshair at head level. When I open a G hub, it's nothing about the sensor angle. What should I do if I really want to use my normal grip? There's a software called Raw Accel that can change the sensor angle. There's a big problem about this software. You have to reboot your computer after the installation. If you play in an internet cafe, which will reset the system after the reboot, or on LAN, you cannot use it. To solve this problem once and for all, I've got this 8000Hz 3950 sensor Nordic with COD mode, eSport firmware, which unlocks the sensor at 20,000 FPS, 50 grams super lightweight, the final mouse for FPS game, the R21 Pro. The shape and the driver of this mouse offers almost every function.
Terrorists win.
You need from a mouse. And most important, it has the sensor angle adjustment feature. Now I'm gonna show you how to find your best sensor angle with this mouse. First, you have to use a grip that feels comfortable and consistent. You have to make sure that you grab the mouse every time with the same grip. My DPI is 800 and I turn off the mouse accelerations. Open any drawing programs. Draw a straight horizontal line using the line tool. Then you have to switch to the pencil tool. Flick your mouse left and right for about 10 times, like you are flicking in the game. Take a look at the line that you just drawn. If they go up on the left and down on the right, set your sensor angle to a negative number. and vice versa. Change the angle 1 degree at a time until you can draw horizontal. After everything, you have to go into the inbox map. Get used to moving your crosshair smoothly without thinking. Now you don't have to fight your mouse to keep it horizontal at head level. And this is one of the many reasons why Dong's aim is so good, so precise, and so clean. You have to make sure that you grab the mouse every the RAWM. If you play in when I open G with my arm, there's a have to read on this 8,000. Hertz 3950 sensor Nordic chips with quad mode, eSport firmware which will lock the sensor at 20,000 FPS, 50 the sensor at 20 problem once and for all. I've got this 8000 Hz 3950 sensor Nordic chips with quad mode, eSport
Wait a minute.